It's less than 24 hours to the Bayelsa state governorship elections, and residents in the state are getting prepared for the elections. Let's go there straight now. I'm being joined by our political correspondent, Sheol Kimbaloye. Sheol, give us a sense of the mood of the people right now there that elections are being expected in a couple of hours from now.
Thank you, Kimba. The mood is calm. Everything is perhaps going just as normal. You know, it's a work-free day for the people of the state ahead of the election. Just to give them some breather to get themselves together, because you know that there's going to be a 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. restriction of movement across the state for this election. There are 8 local governments in the state, and there are almost 2,000 polling units for this election, about almost 700,000 voters for this election. There are about 53,000 new voters. Well, people who have just registered and collected their PVC, about 53,000 of them have just collected their PVC. Some of them have still not collected though. A lot of them we've seen at some INEC offices, at some ward centers where they showed up to collect their PVC. Some of them are anticipating to collect their PVCs. But generally in town, people are doing last minute buying and selling. People are trying to make sure that they are not caught up with the restriction of movement in terms of the things that are needed to get ahead of tomorrow. Gimba.
Tell me more about INEC's preparedness for tomorrow's elections in terms of the materials to deploy to the units.
All right, very well. From what we understand, by this time that we're talking now, INEC told us that they've deployed all their staff. That means that at every of the polling units and the polling centers, INEC staff are very close there by now. INEC created what they call RACs, registration area centers, which are supposed to be bridge areas between the local government and the polling centers. This is just to bridge the issue of logistics challenges that INEC has always had. So they said that by this time, all their staff are supposed to be in those areas so that they can be early for tomorrow's exercise. You know, one of the things INEC told us was that 8 a.m. is supposed to be the start of the exercise tomorrow, Saturday. They said that most of the officials, in fact, they've given them 2 hours before the 8 a.m. starting time. That means 6 a.m. most of their staff will have appeared and shown up at the polling centers ready for the exercise. Gimba.
Is this election perceived as a troubled one, considering that it is a state with 2 heavyweights? Looking at the security situation, what is the police doing?
Very well. We just spoke with the director, one of the DIGs who is in charge, Ashimo Agungu, who spoke to us about the preparations of the Nigerian police force. Of course, he told us just how much they're ready in terms of area surveillance, in terms of intelligence gathering, in terms of men on the ground, and how the hierarchy of the Nigerian police force have been deployed in the state to ensure safety of lives, materials for the elections tomorrow. He told us that about 40,000 police officers and men have been deployed for this election. To tell you just how huge the preparations of the police have been for this particular election. One of the things he told us again was that they've learned a lot of lessons from Kogi elections, and they are not leaving anything to chance in making sure that security is guaranteed. He told us that the 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. restriction will be in place, and of course the Nigerian police men are going to be humane, but they are going to be strict in making sure that they do not allow any violator of the law get away with things. Tomorrow, a lot of other things in terms of, you know, the geography of Bayelsa State, on the waterways, area surveillance, intelligence. These are the things that the Nigerian police force has said that they will put together. Also, today the military told us that they arrested some suspected political thugs with ammunitions. And they said they are doing their investigation to make sure that they get to the root of the matter. So in terms of security, we do not see that the Nigerian government is leaving anything to chance in this election. And it looks so much like the security agencies are in top gear for this election. So we're just hoping and looking forward to that very much at the time when the election will start.
Brilliant. Sean, do stay safe though.